My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to Slipways. Last time we decided we are going to destroy every natural planet and create a bunch of man-made planets, tourist resorts for all of the people who've been disinhabited from their planets as we've destroyed them. Yes, destroy the galaxy.
Oh, that was actually
What? Are you bringing them back?
tremendously satisfying. That was really, really fun. That was great. I think we're onto a winner here, dude. I think this is a great plan. Honestly, just being able to pop stuff is so good. Also, harvest only being 1 month long is so good.
Yeah, it's not half bad. It's gonna be pretty good. We are gonna have to be very choosy about the planets we pop, but it does give you 30 resources, so we shouldn't have to pop as many as otherwise might be considered.
Okay, so in terms of like tourism, we need to like find a way to transition tourism into late game Wonga, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so we scouted out one tourist planet, and that was so many options now. So we scouted out that, which is very good.
The ultimate problem with this, however, is that it requires a lot of people from that colony that is not going to succeed until very late in the game.
It's not going to succeed until hyperlanes. Let's be brutally honest, or slipways, or whatever it is.
Teleporters, probably inventory, seems the most efficient one we have access to.
Well, you say that, but I mean, we could get like one singular slipway that's spliced or whatever. What's it called? Split?
Oh, I love
right,
that.
right to there, right to these two. So that's an option as well.
I would love that. That would actually be incredible.
I'll make a pitch for harvesting this planet right here. Harvest this planet, colonize that up there. That allows us to immediately hit that, which gets us 77 at the end of the year. It's a redundant connection, as we know, because we're planning, at the moment anyway, on getting, what is it, flexible fabrication, which means that we're going to be able to get goods production from this remnant world. But 12 money is look good.
12 money is good, and it can actually pop prosperous really easily, because all we have to do is get a bot from there.
Yeah. That's actually obscene money. Okay, so 77 money, up to 83, and it's hanging a person. Like, that is...
Gosh. How far are we from the hyper lane stream relay race?
38 cash, which actually we can get orbital labs yoinked there. There is not any more people coming to this planet here.
What a shameful display.
That's an orbital lab right there. Oh, we need to get Isium study as well. Like that's coming next year for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be good because like was the idea that we were gonna get that and income.
So
we don't have to.
We
have a lot of things focused around getting money at the moment. To be clear, we've got tourists and we're blowing up planets we may not need.
I actually like pretty much everything here, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, that's
everything. I mean, we can go what, like two from this tech bracket.
We have 3 from our current selection. We have 1 from our current selection, and then we've got 2 left in tier 2 we could check.
Yeah. I mean, Isium study combined with short range teleports. It's so good, and it actually uses the Isium as opposed to it just doing nothing at the moment, which is really, really great. We do need to actually try and focus a little bit more on Isium, I think, but...
I totally agree. It would be nice if we could find, like, especially that Isium planet that we're currently looking at there, if we could get a robot into that, or, God forbid, a robot and some water, we would be able to give that to 2 colonies, which would be nice. What we're
Yeah.
looking for is places like that where we can start utilizing the Easium study that we can start setting up for.
Yeah, totally.
So where would be happy for it?
Is this a possibility where we destroy this world? Robot up to here. Isium down to Scar. Isium across to Meduzu.
That would be absolutely something I would be keen for if we can get water into it as well. Otherwise, it's only going to produce one, in which case we've just created a very inefficient way to do that.
So a scout up here, a probe up there might not be the craziest idea in the world. There's a lot of high density goodness over here. Unfortunately, can't be a 5-banger, but it's still pretty good. There's also
and
a lot of stuff in the south.
That whole area to the south is very, very exciting as well because there is that hanging wheat. So we know that's not that difficult.
Yep, there's that hanging wheat that could easily go into a colony. Plus, there's actually a 4-bear ruin out here that we probably should scout.
That's also a really good idea. I'd like to see what it has to say.
Let's scout that right now, I think.
Ooh.
I mean, that's unfortunate, but that's still pretty decent.
Pretty damn decent. Like, that could be the good that planet needs. It could just fix the internal of that planet. It doesn't have to do it right now, but...
Needs a second export route, actually. That's,
okay. I don't think we need to do that, to be clear.
No, I also don't.
It's just a future kind of thing we could.
I'll
I think
actually undo that as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think ultimately we're going to need to throw out some of those scans and get a little bit more of an idea of what we're working with here. We've got 26 money left this year.
You know, I kind of like the idea of scouting up this way.
I just don't... Does that... like, I know that the Easium study setup, that's what it's for, right? You know, the +4 science next year, that's what you're angling.
Yeah.
It's
well,
just
actually, it would
it's
only
the
be
fact you can only see 2 at a time. It'd only be +2 at the moment. It'd be...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it'd only be +2 unless we get the water input. Is what I'm saying. But
What's this thing about it? Wait a second. Hang on. Do you have to use that remnant lab? Why not use the northern remnant lab? The one directly north of it.
Yeah, we can.
Because if you... Oh, because it doesn't have an input of a person because the planet's already fully chomped. Yeah, that's why not to do that.
Oh, that's... Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of that. But yeah, that's right.
You know what? I think this is the year of scouts. I think we need to get some scouts out and start seeing what we're seeing. So
okay. Okay. Good call. I like this. Where'd you want to scout?
Let's do one of those top left ones because if we find a water, we know what the rest of the year is.
No, I think that is that 2 bangers probably our best, right?
2 and a 4, yeah.
That's pretty good. That's it. It does work. In fact, it works very well. It's also a potential tourism hotspot.
Yeah, that is true. Could you scaffold it as the as the robots giving stuff?
That's got the water going over there, but we obviously wouldn't connect it that way.
Yeah. So
and we need to yoink that as
robot
well.
So it ends up being a 2-way connection as well for your remnant lab if you do it in the correct way. Because if the remnant lab, if you set up the remnant lab, and then connect to it with a person first, then it's a 2-way connection if you go to the north. So that's for the Euphorian thing that we're still working on.
But then that water is used up, unfortunately.
Right, of course. That was the point. That was why we weren't doing that. Hang on. Good point. Good point.
There is a possibility that there's a thawing facility or something out here. I mean, one water is not great.
It's so slim. It's so slim. I don't think we can plan around that.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. So what would we be doing for the rest of the year if we were going to work around here? Because we got 5 months.
I think we just scout, to be honest, more. I think that's...
Yeah, that's where I was leaning. Like, if we haven't got a plan for what we're doing here, I would kind of like 5 more scouts. Like, the South needs 3 to be scouted at the moment.
That's better, surely.
You're missing the one on the right there. Like, you have a 5 there.
Okay. There's our thawing facility. Classic. That's
Okay.
pretty nice, actually.
That's incredible, yeah.
That's our goods colony, actually, as well. Our goods production facility, if we need it.
It can be. I'm trying to see what the most efficient version of this
I
would be.
really want to nab two ways if possible, because that's $80 that we get just straight in the bank.
Yeah, that's great.
Another scan, you reckon? I think another scan
Yes.
is...
I think we might even need a 3rd here. That sucked.
Yeah. Get it. Oh, come on. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, it has to be
Yeah, we need the internal ones.
that. I mean, can't even connect over to the Forge world.
What is the best utilization of these? Actually, yes, and then go to the other world on the other side of that, and then mark that as a colony as well, please.
The other world on the other side of that. There we go.
So, the one you previously had selected, it's the Arctic.
Oh, that is a colony too.
Yeah, because
wow.
that's a 2-way trade back to the Earth-like, and it uses the biomass, and it then
that's
The
filthy.
biomass this is such an interconnected system.
Oh, that's great, and it still keeps the option open for the thingy over here. That's really that is great play, dude. That is sick. That's brilliant.
And yeah, it's going to be super important for our system. However, we can't do it before the end of the year. So do we want to scan 2 more things up to the north and the sides?
That's what I'm thinking.
Love it. I also like that asteroid you just hovered over, because unless we're about to scout that entire area and then expand that, and it's possible we just scout that area and then blow it up.
Yeah. Good stuff. Have asteroids become more common?
They may have done. It's also possible that just this mission has like a seeding of asteroids being a little bit more common.
I suppose it could totally be. I don't think we need the asteroid, to be honest. I mean, we're fine for cash. We're gonna have 150 next round. I mean, maybe this little cluster up here or this cluster.
I like that little cluster up there because I do think we need to start fixing like long-term concerns. Whoa.
A good planet would be so nice. It was so nice.
We're fine. We have so many good planets. Look to the south, my man. Can you start constructing the system of the gods down there, please?
The dreams. Yoink. Yoink.
Omophorians.
Easy. Okay.
Get 80.
Are we happy with this? Maybe should have done that a little bit differently.
No, I think that's correct.
Yeah,
we are very happy with this.
Who cares? We're fine for money. Okay, we okay to look at tasks now then, you reckon?
Love it.
All right.
Okay.
Prosperity
remnant, can you
or
check
ships?
that remnant to the north that's taking a person and a water... Sorry, to the north of where we were currently looking.
Yep.
Taking a person... There, Abraxas. It needs 1 more import, and it needs 1 more adjacency to be successful.
It'll get that.
It'll get
easily.
that import and the adjacency to be successful.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Free real estate.
That's going to be the Vittori Tech discounted by 20% just for doing that. And can you look to the ocean world to the north of it as well, please?
Hold up.
Sorry?
Easium Study is a Vittori Tech, by the way. So we're going to get 20% off. Oh, that's sick. Sorry, what to the north?
To the ocean world to the north of that remnant planet.
This ocean world here.
Yes,
We need one other successful planet
one more
to be traded with.
successful trader. It can't currently do that with anyone.
Counterpoint. Isium can become successful if we can find a robot. It's not great.
Yeah, exactly. If we could get a robot into that Isium, then that could easily export a person into the... And then we're solved, right? But we don't have that.
We've got another ocean world. We need 2 other prosperities. Chips.
I will say, with oh no, we're not even down that far in the tech tree. I was about to say stream splitting and stuff like that would give us the ability to get their success around there very easily, but
yeah, I mean, there is still an outside chance that we can find this planet that does water, maybe.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah, it's nothing you can bank on. It's a shame. We do have a prosperous ocean world already. I think
I think we can make prosperous probably easier than we can do the microchips right now, because we're avoiding microchips like the goddamn plague.
We just don't need them for nothing. They're
Yeah.
just yeah. You know what? Let's be real. Even if it doesn't end up working out, it's more valuable tech, and it forces us to think more strategically about prospering planets. I think it's just
incredible.
That easy. All right, let's finish yoinking this all together. That needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. That's...
It's so good!
That's that.
Wait, that just did the one to the north!
Wait, what? Was it...
That was the one we needed to do! We couldn't do it, Florian. It was the Vittori we had the ability to do. It popped it. No, because that popping into successful pops the ocean world.
Oh my god, so I didn't even... Dude.
What did I say? We've got both of these done within 2 moves if we want it.
I've never seen that. Usually the game never offers you an opportunity to get an easy win like that. That was insane.
Unless you can do like one connection that turns 2 things prosperous, I think that's the fastest you can do missions. We can now start working on their tier 4 missions, Orbital. Orion Trade Capital, Vittori Galaxy University. I don't know what they are either.
I've never done those things. Invent 3 techs, dude.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Do we want to go? Do we just want to do both of these? I think that's what we do, right? Like, I think it's...
Yeah. Capitalize on our benefits, I think, my man.
Oh my god. Okay, all right. Let's talk tech for a second here, because we're in a great place. I think we definitely want to do goods here at some point, but we can work out the exact specifics later on. We can always yoink that together if we need to the energy. Whatever. Anyway, tech for now. So we've got Isium Study, which is discounted by 3. Which is incredible. I think that's just what we take and get that connection. It's out of range.
So that'll have the one connection there. But we will be able to do more. But also we can up the... If we want to get... If we want to like research literally everything in every tech tree, there's the... Oh no, it's not even on this level. The advancement for deep study is down in tier 3.
Yeah. So I mean, there's also like the outside chance that we could stick down another lab somewhere.
I don't think it's impossible that we could do that, but I think we will look for like the absolute perfect opportunity if that's ever going to be something we do.
Like studying water or something down here is, you know,
we would have to find so many more sources of water before we would start considering it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, that can go
Yeah,
over
exactly.
there too. Yeah,
It doesn't
I'm not
need
going
to
to
do that.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case we have something like a dry colony, an arid colony out there. We could start looking up to the top left and the original system we were going to do the Easium study with and start connecting that in. In fact, we do need, before we do anything, we need to take our missions. Did we take, wait, we took both of our missions already.
Yeah, we took both of our missions. We need to orbital lab both of these places for one extra science. Because I mean we can, and it takes no time as well, which is really nice. I think we can connect this up, to be honest.
I like that too.
And even if it, I mean, look, now we don't even need to worry about the two-way trade, right? Like, it's just not even a concern.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's yoink this in there. Oh, we haven't even got the tech yet. Want to take the tech now?
Yes.
Okay, good. And that leaves us with 12 science, and next time we will be able to get another tech. What are we thinking? Are we thinking short-range teleports, or are we thinking economic zones?
I think it's possible we take deep study really quickly. So deep study being the 20 cost down in tier 3, specifically because right now it represents, I think, 6 science for us. Which is plus 50% science.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Okay, that went, yeah, that's 2 extra science for us yoinked in there. Connect that up there. Deep study, we ready? We happy?
Actually, no. Sorry, could you unconnect that?
Yep.
Wait. Is there a way to do this slightly more efficiently and get another Easium delivered?
No.
Actually, I don't think there is. You're right.
It's December, yeah. Right. So, water. In fact, no. We'll take deep study first, right? Unless you have any.
Yep.
It's matter transposition. It's not that good, right? Like I'm not just missing something.
I haven't used it effectively yet, but I can imagine a situation where I'm like, I can see my entire galaxy. God, what I would do to make this ice ball into a Forge World. Well, I happen to have a Forge World over here, and then finding a good swap them like that. It's just it feels like, oh, you have to connect them in the other order. It feels like it's a mega brain play. And I'm not ready for it yet.
Exactly. 4 research. More research than humans on these planets. That's great. I love that. I love it.
We have got that connection there as well to make.
Wow, so our science has gone from 12 to 23. We have effectively doubled it.
Yep. And
That's
we've got
pretty
20%
sick.
discounts from people and stuff like that, so it's only getting better.
Plus, apparently we're doing our missions at the same time.
Which, incredible. I need to know what the Vittori do.
A galactic university? I mean, it just sounds like science is going to pog off in a major way, and I'm there for it.
If I had to guess, the Galactic University would probably be connect to a source of science, gain happiness commensurate to the science input.
That's a good call. Could very well be. Okay. All right. I mean, we need to think about the next tech. So the next tech that we probably want... Flexible fabrication. Is there a world in which we don't take flexible fabrication now?
I'm thinking about, right?
Because... like, we're in a really, really good place, and we probably... So we're going to take short-range teleports, right? I mean, that's just... I think it's just a huge income increase. I mean, trade income by 50%. Let's see how much we're going to get on probably our biggest planet. Extra 5 gold from just that planet. Extra 5 gold from that planet. That's 10 already. 6... 3. So it's at the moment it's worth like we don't even have an orbital lab there. It's worth like 10 or 12 at the moment, and that'll jump to like 20 once we connect this place and this place to Easium. It's pretty good. You can make a pitch for someone else though, of course. I'm not
we have
stuck
a
on it.
look at the tech tree, please.
Sure.
Because I think I think our economics are doing like really well right now.
I don't disagree.
I
Hyperdrive is
like
pretty good.
hyperdrive, yeah. That and starting to invest in other things. I think we're past money as our concern. I think we have the ability to blow up planets and we can create really good tourist destinations very easily. And we've got a very well interconnected galaxy. We've got a lot of prosperous for, how many years are we in right now? Halfway.
13 years, yeah.
I think we're so ahead of the game in terms of income that we can start eschewing income for other things. So I think we can actually avoid going for that trade routes one.
We do actually need like 131 Easium. Like we need a lot of Easium.
Agreed. I think we should start like aggressively finding Easium. So like, for example, the stream splitting and the not hyperdrive relay. What's the slipstream and slipstream and then stream splitting would give us the ability to get that colony up to the north to immediately have another person, and then that person or those people would be able to fund all of the things up in that area, and then we'd be able to do like an Easium plant up there.
I'm going to make a pitch for scouting down south as well. I think that's pretty value. Also, anything out here is pretty good too. Plus, if we were able to get another water for another robot here, we could make that connection happen.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe scouting out these planets is worth it. Scouting out this planet is worth it.
But then we'd also want that water to be able to feed into the Easium mine that we ultimately end up getting. Yeah,
totally. I mean, we can just boop this thing. Okay, where do you want to start? Let's start making progress.
Let's start scanning to the south, because I think if we end up going for that goods lab and that goods lab turns 2 of those colonies prosperous, then we get so much money.
So I like this a lot. If we smash that, is there a world where we just get 2 Easium mines there?
So that Earth-like, can that Earth-like give any more water?
It cannot. So we could only do 1. But that's not a problem.
It's not awful. I do the jungle Easium mine. I don't think that can connect to any colonies though, for its
connect to this
output
one
of Easium. Can it connect to
it? Should be able to. Oh,
yeah. No, you can just hold Alt over the planet, and it'll show you the connections around it.
Yeah, I was assuming it could, but no, you're totally right. It can't.
It's an unfortunate one. That
could always, that makes the whole enterprise less exciting.
Yeah, especially because it locks off the good from those 2 other planets. Yeah, we could get another scout out into that area. Like, I want to see, is there a 3-banger from the one just slightly to the north of that? Because it's on the inside of the gate. Yeah. Well, I mean, to the... Okay. I was going to say slightly south of that, but that's fine.
Fine.
Okay, and then the 2 to the very south.
To the very south?
Nothing. Wow. So it looks like that energy in the forebear ruin probably has to be the rock in the forge worlds that makes 2 goods for those 2 other colonies.
Yeah. Nope. There we go. That's out of range. That
what
is...
That's just rude.
That's deceptive. It does not look like it's out of range.
I think it's illegal.
That is illegal. So what did...
Well, I mean, we just won't focus on doing that. If that was going to become an interconnected part of the galaxy right now, it'd be great. But we don't need to focus on that just yet.
As it is, it would increase our money by 2. if we were to do
Yeah.
that. So it
Not,
doesn't feel great.
Not a great investment, that one.
Does that maybe make this robot setup more possible? I'm just thinking, like, we're running out of time here. I'm just thinking Isium wise.
So
Maybe
I want
scouts?
Easy pretty badly as well, but I don't think I think we do want to utilize those two, but I don't think that Forge World is what feeds it. Because that Forge World gives up both of the goods that feed those two colonies on the inside of the planet.
That's true, and we can get that with hyperdrive. We can fix that problem.
Hyperdrive would even just be able to jump along to the other one, to the left hand side.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want to start scanning even further south, like get Easium Labs set up and then send a scout to the south, which is
Let's have a look.
very aggressive.
Not very much down here. We can get... It would take us 3 scans to get all of those planets.
That's not particularly appealing, to be honest.
I think this is a good scan. Unfortunately, it's not 5, but it is a 4-banger, and there's a lot of good sources out here. And if it's Easium, then it's going to be Easium to connect to the robot factory.
I like it. Yeah. Let's do it.
Which planet are you feeling more lucky about? This planet here or this planet down here?
The northerly.
Terrible call. Detrimental.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
Absolutely
that. I apologize.
Disastrous.
I did it on purpose as well. I do apologize. I'm just a mischievous little guy. I can't stop doing crime. Boy howdy. I mean, like, you know, one more scan gets sent out, and then we finish our year, which gives us our galactic university, and then
that?
Yeah, just do it.
We just need more intel. We need more potential Easium mines, right? Like, that's just... This is just it.
Agreed.
All right. Well, okay, I just want to see, by the way. I want to see economic zones. What does economic zones give us? Oh. A hub world. I've never seen this pop up before.
It says it should give you nice happiness. It's 1 for every 3 produced on this world and everything. Yeah. Interconnected worlds.
Wow, you can build... Oh, cool. So it gets plus... Sorry, I need to reread that again. Gets +1 happiness for every 3 science produced on the world.
And for every world connected to it.
So what is that, like, here, I guess? Gives us +24 income and 3 science? +2 science even? Or +2 happiness?
Yeah, it'll get it. I don't think it's increasing our money there.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's literally just happiness as a capstone for a build.
That's...
Yeah, it's fine.
It's there. Okay.
Huge score we've unlocked.
Oh yeah, that was economic zones. Okay, I mean, is that maybe only from the planets that you connect now onwards? Because that seems...
I don't think so.
It seems pretty... cash doesn't seem to increase.
Well, because it's things that are producing the same things, and we don't have anything connected that produces the same things right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing inputs, outputs at the moment. So we'd connect like 2 colonies together if we did that. Something like that.
I'm just gonna test that because I'm curious if that's all right.
Yep.
Okay. I know we've got the Galactic University video game. Okay, let's have a look. That is pretty nice. 3.
Well, I mean, none of those are prosperous yet.
That's true. I don't... Okay, all right. Forget economic zone. Short-range teleports, what does this give us?
Immediately gives us...
16? I don't
That's
feel
about what we thought
enthusiastic
we were gonna
about
do.
either of those things.
I know, right?
Quantum computing gives us...
Nothing. It would
Oh,
just, we
but I
would
need
be
to
able to
build it.
build that on top of labs, yeah. So it could give us +4
4.
science right now, and eventually it'll get self-hosting AI, which is for 2 more science after the fact.
Not
I don't think it's particularly
enthusiastic.
effective.
Not enthusiastic about that either, to be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, it is possible that we end up just going directly for Slipways next.
I think you're right. I mean, flexible fabrication. Thank you, thank you, Vittori. Yeah, good. We got the message. So that's kind of nice. That's $6.
Mm-hmm. Sends it to a planet that doesn't really need it, but
I mean, it's nice. That's quite nice too, actually.
yeah, that one does Prosperous, the planet to the south.
Prospers that. That's
Doesn't
nice.
have the ability to. Oh, it does. Yeah, it gets an extra bot in there, and Prosperous is that system.
That's kind of okay. Maybe I'm actually. I maybe this is actually kind of great. Does feel quite good, in fact.
You know what? I'm back on board. I'm back on board. I think we do flexible fab. Everything you've done so far, I'm just looking at like, oh my god.
Like it's actually great. I mean, there's a surprisingly large number of applications for it.
Well, yeah, because we have to keep creating bots for things. So,
right? And plus, it doesn't cost any time, and it gives us money for free. Right?
Okay, yeah, this is good. This is great. God,
So
do we skip hyperdrive and slipstream and we just go for teleporter?
You're a big fan of teleporter. What's the...
Yeah, so teleporter gives you 2 structures. The first one is bought for 1 month and 40 gold. The second one is constructed for free, and they connect together over long distances, no matter what's in between.
We won't always have access to tier 3, will we? Like, that's going to disappear at some point soon, isn't it?
So I think so, but I haven't seen it disappear recently.
Right? A flawless logic.
I mean, ultimately, we're thinking about different ways to accomplish similar things, right? So, like, a hyperlane can accomplish the same things as a teleporter, effectively. And a infraspace mastery on slipstream relay gives you the ability to accomplish the same things that hyperlane does and that teleporter does. So ultimately, we might want to choose just one of those lines to take and then focus on everything else.
I think you're right. I think you're totally right. What else have we got? So we got skill up.
Mm-hmm. One additional unit of each product.
But it doesn't affect research or energy. So that's not bad. Planet makes and accepts... What is that? What is that? That's a new little icon there. I've not even seen that before.
Yeah, that's the interstellar network. Just one sec. Could we pause?
Of course.
All right. What are we doing here?
It's a great question. I was just checking, actually. So, we've already used robots, Easium, peoples, water, goods, and minerals, which means we need to move wheat, potentially, biomass, potentially, energy, potentially, or chips, potentially. Are we committed to the whole flexible fab situation?
I have loved everything it has accomplished.
Okay. Then we're locked in. We're locked in. It's good. I like it a lot, actually. I think it's good. That's a nice flexible fab. Gonna give us even more trade income on that planet if we can make this happen. the real question is slipstream or teleporters.
Oh, sorry. No, the real question, hang on. You were looking at the interstellar network.
Oh, yes, I was actually doing that.
So the interstellar network gives each of the planets that you activated on, they have to be successful or better, so they can't just be established. But it gives them an extra resource that they have the ability to export to any other planet that has the same network.
That's
so
pretty
for
cool.
instance, if you had like, you see the string of colonies and stuff in the middle there?
Yeah.
If you made all of those networks, they would all have an extra resource that they can just send to one another. Now, to be clear, it's very good for making things prosperous, but also most of our stuff is already prosperous.
That's true. It's true. We are in quite a good situation here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter really for now, I suppose. I'm going to make you a big fat pitch here, all right?
Right.
I think we should get another lab.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Can it be in the form of an Easium mine sending Easium to a colony?
So here's the thing. We can study robots, right?
Sure.
Therefore, we could maybe do something like that. Right. So that gets us robots.
All right.
I've not really thought this through.
Oh,
I just
boy.
want more science. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay,
I'm
I love
sorry.
more science as a plan. I think there are ways we can accomplish it. Now,
If we do that, that just doesn't do nothing, does it? We just need an export route for this place.
Still needs another export. Why don't we start scanning around that area before any of those actions? Just send, yeah. What if there's a forge world there? What if there's a mineral world there? What if there isn't?
There's a forge world right there.
Yeah, but it's a bit far.
But not much around.
Not incroyable.
Not great. Not great.
Yeah, I wouldn't do like a prospective scan like that, unfortunately.
Up here, maybe?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's bad.
Yes, it is. How dare you say that? Can we check out to the south again, please? The very south of the map.
Yeah.
So there's that the swamp world on the other side of it and the swamp world on this side of it. Both of those suck for creating water. Absolutely no water in sight.
Yep.
Damn, it makes them really harsh.
If there's a colony out here, if there's a colony out there, we're sorted.
Let's check that 5 to the left as well. Or 4 if it's case B, I guess.
That makes me sad.
Could do a 2 and a 3 apparently.
Yeah.
4 and a 3 rather. Ooh.
That's good. That's very good, in fact. But no Easium, irritatingly. If that becomes a colony, then we can actually... In fact, we can explore that 4-bear ruin at the moment. Is there any reason to not do that?
Nope. I mean, after this, we are going to start doing the Sylphid missions, so that can just be extra, fixing that we have access to, I guess.
It's true. It's true. Good call. Okay, so that being a colony... I mean, at this point, right? Like, we do not need money at all, and in my mind, building a lab is the best way that we can convert some of this excess money into science, because we just straight up don't need any of this money that we've got. Like, we can collapse planets in 2 seconds for $30. We don't need money at all.
Exactly, which is why I think that like what we need to focus on is just the win condition right now rather than science, because we have 23 per year. And it's only going to get more as we focus on the end mission.
Well, so this is going to... Oh, well, it's not even going to become... We need robots first. Maybe a scan down here?
I would love to try and get more information down there. I would love it. If you colonize that arid colony up to the top with a... with that...
That's...
I think we do it. Because that always has to become an Easium colony.
We can totally teleport, right?
Yeah. Yes!
That's really good. That's also there's some good density there. That's pretty nice.
So if that creates...
Hold up. This becomes robots, right? Like we supply it with a robot?
Yes, we can do that. We do need to make sure that that's actually going to be useful for us, that having happened. Because if it's just one robot that gives us one more robot elsewhere, it's not doing anything.
Hold on.
Like, that can make wheat, but it doesn't want it.
Oh.
It can't take a person from there, but tell me what this plan would ultimately be for its robot and its...
robot? Good. Like, how is that out of range, but that's in range?
Yeah, it's a win.
I mean, we don't need it, though. Like, I just need to not, like, think about money at all, because we just don't need it even slightly.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to think...
planets up there as well.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think, how can we solve the problems on this planet so that we get more people? And then yoink that in there, and... Not that one. Yoink that in there.
Mm-hmm. I would love to do that as soon as possible as well. That would be accomplished with... Honestly, it seems like teleporters are a really inefficient way to accomplish that one. But we also have to study stream and stream splitting in order to do it most efficiently.
There's always hyperlanes, which can be upgraded. Like, they're pretty good.
They are. I don't think they solved that one, because I don't think it would be able to get the wheat in there.
Yeah, you might be right.
But I will say that, like, the money, the excess money that we have at the moment, ultimately what that's going to be is when we get to hyperlanes or stream splitting slipstreams, as well as teleporter, that's where it's all going to be spent, and it's all going to just increase the value of the galaxy.
It's true.
We only have 2 more months left in this year. Next year, we have access to... Do we have stream splitting next year?
Let's have a look. We'll have relay next year. No, so we won't even have relay next year.
We need 5 more to have relay next year.
See, this is where I'm thinking, you know, just more research is more good.
I don't disagree. It's the speed of getting it from anything. What does it cost? Colonizing a forge world is still 3 months, right?
Yeah. I was thinking chips up here, by the way. That was kind of like... Because then we can get an extra robot over there.
And then the chips for what?
Do that there, that
but
there.
The chips for what?
Chips for a lab.
Where are the other chips?
The chips gonna come from here.
There's no excess people and no... I think the lab is a bad idea. I think it's an actively poor idea at this point. It solves a problem we don't have with a problem we need to solve.
So the real question is, how do we solve the problem that we need to solve then?
we expand the borders of our territory by making slightly suboptimal plays in terms of money, so that we can get some more things interconnected here and expand our borders and find more Isium. I think probably easily put down the robot creation there on the Forge world.
Chips and or robots, or just...
I mean, you can have excess chips if you'd like. Can that go to the colony, actually?
No, probably...
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but I don't know how perspective works in this game.
That delivers a chip? That's not going to get us any more science.
No, but it does get us Isium. And me an achievement, which I really care about.
Well, we collect Isium per year regardless. We don't have to put it into a plan.
Totally.
But yeah, it's fine for it to go there. I think we can scout around that ocean planet now as well.
Also, that being said, like, do we want to hold off on doing that so that we can get the silted option? Like, how much is 1 Isium per year really worth? Is it worth it? I don't know.
Not an incredible amount.
I think holding off is not a problem. Because we can still do that connection. Because that's still fine. That gets us our 7 out of 8. We need to trade... We need to do one last biomass. So if we can do biomass to anywhere... Or... biomass to anywhere, or what else? What's the other one?
Wheat.
Or energy. Or wheat, yeah. So that still can be energized. There is wheat here. This is a colony here. This is a little setup. No ortho, obviously.
Yeah, the ore hanging there is a little bit of a problem.
I mean, it doesn't have to. That does get us what we need.
Yeah.
Don't love it, but...
You know what? Do that.
It's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap because it doesn't commit us to the colony anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. You want to take tasks then? Then we can scout this area here. Also, we've got skill
up for extra if we want from that.
Does not affect people or special resources. I mean, that's kind of... That has limited use.
On our multi-purposed ones, it'll... Oh, we can't put it on the multi-purpose ones because they're already multi-purposed. It gives us the ability for things that are like Earth-likes, I guess. Now give us 2 different resources, double up. Like that Earth-like, especially at the south, gets an extra biomass as well as an extra water. And the extra water is nice, but then we also cut off the bot.
So we've got tasks. I mean, we have to take it anyway.
We have to take chips. 2. Wow. Oh, wow.
See, if we'd started a lab studying chips, then we'd already, we'd already have this mission reps. Just,
they wouldn't give us that mission if we.
I know. I know. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
But
I think, especially once we get a connection ability, we are going to be able to just flood those out.
Yeah, boosh everything into the middle. I agree. Okay, Scouty Scout. What can we do here? 1, 2, 3, maybe. Hey, that's okay.
Perfect.
Also okay. Is that within range? I think this is good. Okay, we need to get chip production sorted so that we can get this option unlocked for us. That'll allow us to get loads of robots from this place.
Yes. Wait.
No?
God. How many robots are we gonna need in that area?
1, and it gets us 4. but we need
No,
a
I mean
robot.
without the Sylphid colony.
1 robot here. 1 robot here.
It can't reach from where we currently are.
It might.
It can reach from there, but it would need an extension.
Yeah.
Because I think that 4-bear ruins might actually be a trap for us. And I think one of the reasons is because it starts cutting off the ability to put other... Like, it becomes the central point that all of the robots need to come from. Let's have a look at some of the scaffolding that we can do here. So that Forge World is going to be delinquent basically until we get energy. Right? And the energy is from that 4-bear ruin to the north of it.
That's a good shout. Yep. That's not a problem.
So that's the ability to immediately fulfill the multi-purpose factory.
Yep. So
and then we can get our second robot out from that, and that has 2 robots going out to each side. Can you check if that if the ocean colony that you currently have marked?
Yeah.
Sorry. Could you check if that becoming a water colony has the ability to reach both of the? No. Okay, it can't reach around there.
But it can reach that one and that one there. Although we can't reach... Yeah.
That's the key. That's the key.
There is a world where we could take skill download. We haven't repurposed this facility yet. So we could get an extra robot from this place. And get us our second.
It's not bad at all. It's
just a little
just
not
a
right.
little, you know.
I mean,
really wish we had like hyperdrives, hyperlanes, or anything. Just any. We need a fixing tool online, and we have none of them. We keep just dawdling, waiting for them.
I think it's okay. I think it's okay though. I do think we're okay.
I do think we're okay. It's just I think like knowing what fixing tool we have access to and will have access to allows us to plan for it, as well as immediately fix up all the problems in the galaxy that are plaguing us.
Yeah, no, I agree. Is there a world in which... Is there a world in which we create a colony out here? Kind of trying to think ahead for our... Oh, actually, we have these 2 things to place. Forgot about that.
I mean, it just affects our happiness, so we don't need to do it immediately.
Yeah. How many imports and exports do we have here?
If you zoom out, it's 7 in, and we're only exporting 2 of our 3.
Okay, so it starts on the 8th import and export. Okay, so we got 9, basically. Okay, that's fine. That's a lot. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. As everything becomes more interconnected, it will work.
So if I do...
I don't think we need to worry about those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not... Not a big deal. Let me pitch you. I think getting the chip lab should be a priority for us. And the reason being is that on the course to completing the lab, not only will we get more science, which is what we need in order to get our fixing structure, it'll also get us the chip mission, and it'll also get us some way towards the Vittori lab mission. So if we even build like half of a chip lab, we'll probably be in a position to fix all this nonsense up over here.
Could you scaffold the forge in the top right? Yep, that one. Yeah, so it would have the ability to export to both of those.
Yep.
And yeah, it takes its person from there. That's a very nice interconnected kind of system, and it gets us a little exploration that looks a bit more promising in terms of the system strength.
Yep. So that's okay. Talk about research in just a second. 2 import routes. We need to get.
That's also
That.
more in the other lab as well.
Yeah. So that sorts that out. It's a nice little. It's actually really. Okay, I'm going to redo that in an order which doesn't completely suck, but that's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice little extension to the system over there.
Okay, let's undo. Okay, so I think that's the order of operations, and I actually think that's really nice for us. Okay. Go and easy. Okay.
Yes.
So that's silted. That's extra research as well, which is pretty thick. The lab is
the other forebears are now available to fix their problems.
Yes. So I do think robots is still good here.
Okay. Can you show me what you? Yeah. Earth like we just destroyed.
I know it sounds kind of insane, but
I don't
we
think
don't
we
have to
destroyed
do it. We don't have to do it. I mean, we could do.
I think it's possible that we hop over it.
Yeah, we can hop over it. We can do whatever. I mean, in my mind, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's also worth noting like that extra robot over there doesn't actually do anything.
That only gives us, unfortunately, 1 robot at the moment, so we're going to need to get some...
I think you can actually put the other energy in it if it's the same type. No? Oh, it has to be a different resource. Has to be a different resource. Got to remember.
Unfortunately not.
That is A-okay, because now we have this tightly packed in here. I think with the completion of that mission, and with our Silthids comfy.
So that's okay.
I'd like to explore other uses for that energy, possibly, but mayhaps we should start exploring that a little bit in the next episode.
That's a very good idea. That is a very good idea, indeed.
Until then, from the moment, my name is Rhapsody. His name has been Orbital. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Playlist in the description down below. All the links you're looking for there as well. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.